Hello guys, welcome back to the channel once again. Today I'm super mega excited to be sharing this video with you guys because today I am gonna be sharing a part 3 of unknown lesbian movies that you might not have watched yet. But before we get into further details, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and also let me know your personal opinion down below in the comments as well, because like I always say, your opinion does matter. So let's get right into this list. So we're gonna start off with Tahara, and this movie was released in 2020. It follows a queer coming of age drama set in New York City about an anxious teen who is manipulated into a romantic encounter with her best friend during the passing service of her former classmate. The movie got a 6 out of a 10 rating, which is not bad at all if you ask me. One thing I have to point out is that the quality of the movie is definitely a 10 out of a 10, and when it comes to teen young love, I'm always here for it. Then we're gonna move on to Anchor and Hope, and this one was released in 2017. Two women, Eva and Kat, and the best friend of one of them, Roger, about in the canals of London, and a question: is it possible to live love, family, and life in such different ways and yet remain united? I've actually done a full review regarding this movie, so if you guys would like to know further details, I would 100% recommend you also go to the channel and go and support it. But one thing I have to say that I'm really happy that the two women could find their way back to one another, because at some point I've thought that their relationship was broken, but the fact that love always remains solid, that's one thing that I have to point out about this movie, because it actually has a happy ending. Then we have Viola, and this one was released in 2012. It's a drama. It follows a group of actresses performing in a production of Shakespeare's, basically 12 Night, get caught up in a web of romantic revelations. There is a lesbian situation that actually develops during the movie, and to be honest, I'm not 100% sure until what extent. I only found out about this movie while I was doing the research for this list. So if any of you have any further more details regarding it, please let me know down below in the comments. It will be very helpful. Then we're gonna move on to Tove, and this one was released in 2020. It's basically a Finnish movie. The film follows the early life of Tove Jansson, showing her romantic relationship with politician Atos and the theater director Vivica, as well as the creation and publication of the Mormons. The movie is highly recommended because it actually got an 8 out of a 10 rating, and that is so difficult for a lesbian movie actually to get. So if you guys haven't watched it yet, what are you waiting on? And one thing I also wanted to point out is that I really like the connection that she has with her lover. I feel like they came together perfectly. I feel like they chose the right cast actually to do this paper, because it was just a perfect match. Then we're gonna move on to My Fiona, and this one was released in 2021. Devastated by the unexpected passing of her best friend Fiona, Jane helps Fiona's wife take care of their son. Their relationship develops from a friendship to a deep affair that's potentially dangerous for the healing of all of them involved. The movie was released and it actually got amazing feedback, but the fact that it didn't get the spotlight it deserved was really heartbroken for me, because this movie is very emotional. Imagine you passing away, then your best friend and your wife starts having feelings for one another, and at the same time they are grieving your passing. So it's just a lot of emotions going on. Then we're gonna move on to Chinese Puzzle, and this one was released in 2013. The movie follows a 40-year-old father's life is complicated when the mother of his two children moves to New York. Since he can't bear them growing up far away from him, he decides to move as well. And also Isabella and Joe are a lesbian couple that is expecting a baby, and he basically befathered the child. So it's actually very interesting to see this movie, because it's like a little bit of everything going on, from his relationship to the woman's relationship to the child's relationship. It's like a complete package. Then we're gonna move on to The Gymnast, and this one was released in 2006. Basically, the movie follows a storyline that is a drama, romance, and a sports event type of vibe. Jane left gymnast when an injury stopped her from Olympics hope. Now 43, she gets a chance to perform a dynamic dance with Serena and they start to develop a love affair. We have to keep in mind that Jane is actually married, but she has a very complicated marriage because it's basically broken. So when she meets Serena, that just opens a whole new door for her when it comes to love, when it comes to career, just when it comes to everything in general. Then we have the happiness effect, and this one was released in 2019. It follows Leia. She is a young girl. She begins her final challenge to prove that the belief that happiness can be multiplied as soon as you find the true meaning of feelings and also the balance of sadness and loneliness. She embarks on a journey to find love and answers to life as well. The movie actually got very, very good ratings. It got a 7 out of a 10 rating, which is spectacular if you ask me. And it's also very emotional and sad at the same time because the plot of the movie is actually very interesting, and just the fact that how things play out for Layla is kind of heartbreaking, but very unfortunate as well. And we have Running on Empty Dreams, released in 2009. It's a drama romance. It follows a married woman that has a family who falls in love with a single mom. The movie quality isn't so great, to be honest, but I still feel like I had to put it on because it's very, very underrated, and I kind of get it why. The movie got very low ratings. In this case, it got a 4 out of a 10, which is real bad if you ask me. But hey, to each their own. This might be your type of vibe of movie. For me, it's cute. It's nothing from another world, but it's cute. Then finally we have Knife Heart, and this one was released in 2018. It's a drama slash horror slash mystery set in Paris, summer of 1979. Annie is a producer. When Louise, her editor and companion, leaves her, she attempts to get her back by making a movie, a very, very ambitious film. Basically, the movie doesn't follow much of her love life. It's more about her trying to make a big comeback. So it's very, very interesting to see that as well. So if you guys have watched the movie, I would really appreciate your personal opinion down below in the comments. So yes, guys, that's basically it. Thank you so much once again for tuning in into this amazing list. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. And I also want to say that I've activated the super stickers to the channel just in case any of you would like to make a small donation. It will actually help out the channel tremendously when it comes to creating content and just editing and basically upgrading our quality of services and all of that. I also want to say if I have mispronounced anything or said anything you don't understand, I truly, truly apologize. I always try to keep it as clean as possible, but if I don't, hey, my bad. And I also want to say if I have missed any unknown lesbian movies, please drop them down below in the comments. It will be very, very helpful because I'm really am planning on doing a next part of this list.